Difference between Islamic accounting and conventional accounting is first, aim. In Islamic accounting, all the activities will focus one thing, which is to get blessing from Allah Subhanahu wa Taala. It not only things favor in the world but also in the hereafter. In conventional accounting, the activity and the information of accounting relate with interest. The interest they impose will burden a person to pay back. Next is foundation. In Islamic accounting has a religious base that governed by Islamic law that derive from the Quran and Sunnah, but in conventional accounting is secular base which is governed by modern commercial law which make it a product of culture. Third, information. In Islamic accounting, more concerned with the entity Sharia compliance and whether Islamic objectives are being met. Riba or usury interest, gharar or uncertainty, and maisi or gambling is the forbidden elements that Islamic accounting will not present during economic transaction. In conventional accounting, pay attention to presenting information about the efficient allocation of scarce resources. Next, the user of the accounting information. In Islamic accounting, more concerned to a society, particularly due to the need to ensure a fair distribution of wealth among individuals. It shows that Islamic accounting is accountable towards all humans as well as God, Allah Subhanahu wa Taala. In conventional accounting, the user of conventional accounting is concerned shareholder and creditor. Lastly, the term of source. In Islamic accounting, only accounting procedure in the world that base the entire accounting process on religious principle. In conventional accounting has developed solely based on human law, sacrificing any ethical meaning in the process. Islamic worldview of accounting and accountants. Accounting should be influenced by the way the economic system is organized and the philosophy underpinning its system. Accounting functions to discharge the accountability of enterprise because of separation of ownership and the management. The users might be shareholders, creditors, potential investors, and the public. Islamic worldview about accountant is about responsibility of accountant. The term of responsibility, the accountant in Islam is not merely responsible to human superiors, the management client or shareholder. The accountant in Islam is motivated to provide work and excellent service because as a holder of amanah, trustee of God on earth, he must search for the bounties of God.
According to the Accounting and Auditing Organization for Islamic Financial Institution (AOFI), there are 4 objectives of Islamic accounting for Islamic banks and Islamic financial institutions. Firstly, to determine the obligations and rights of all interested parties, including those resulting from incomplete transactions and other events, in accordance with the principle of Islamic Sharia and its concepts of fairness, charity, and compliance with Islamic business values. Secondly, to contribute in safeguarding the Islamic bank's assets, its rights, and the rights of others in an adequate manner. Thirdly, is to contribute to enhancement of the managerial and productive capabilities of the Islamic banks, besides encouraging compliance with the established goals and policies, as well as with Islamic Sharia in all transactions and events. Lastly, to provide useful information through financial reports to the users so that they can make legitimate decisions in their dealings with Islamic banks.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Ahmad Faiz bin Muhammad Zahri. My matric number is 254068, and today I will explain to you about Accounting and Auditing Organization for Islamic Financial Institution (IOIF), their establishment, objective, and their impact on accounting practice. The first one is establishment of IOIF. IOIF, once known as Financial Accounting Organization for Islamic Bank and Financial Institution. IOIF was set up as per the Agreement of Association on 1 Safar 1410 Hijrah, corresponding to 26 February 1990 in Algeria. And then this institution was registered on 11 Ramadan 1411 Hijrah, corresponding to 27 March 1991 in state of Bahrain. And then IOV offer two professional program, qualification program, which is Certified Islamic Professional Accountant CIPA and Certified Sharia Advisor and Auditor CSAA. These two program is to support technical application of standard. And then we move on to the vision of IOV is to improve the standardization and harmonization of international Islamic finance practice and financial reporting in accordance to Sharia. And their mission is to guide Islamic financial market operation and financial reporting based on Sharia principle and rules, and also to provide Islamic financial market with a standard that can support growth of the industry. The objective of IOV, the first one is to build a relationship between accounting supervisions, management, and ethical thinking to the activities of Islamic financial institutions, taking into consideration the international standards and practices which comply with Islamic Sharia rules. And the second one is to disseminating the accounting, auditing, governance, and ethical thought relating to the activities of Islamic financial institutions and its application through training seminars, publication of periodical newsletter, preparation of report and research. And the third objective is to achieve conformity or similarity to the extent possible in concept and application among the Sharia Supervisory Board of Islamic Finance Commission to avoid conflict and dispute between fatwas and the implementations of this authority with the aim of activating the work of Islamic financial institution and the Sharia Commission by the Central Bank through the program interpretation of Islamic system and standard Sharia and Sharia rules regarding investment, finance and insurance. The fourth objective is to approach the concerned regulatory bodies, Islamic financial institution, other financial institution that offer Islamic financial service, and accounting and audit company to apply the terms and condition and guideline established by IOV. The fifth objective is to offering educational and training programs, including professional development programs on accounting, auditing, ethics, governance, Sharia, and other relevant fields, and also increase expertise in Islamic banking and finance. And the last one is to carry out other activities, including certification of compliance of IOV standard, so as to gain complete knowledge and acceptance of IOV principle in accounting, auditing, ethics, leadership, and Sharia. Moving on the impact of IOV on accounting practices. Recently, IOV's 110 standards and technical pronouncement that has been developed over the last more than 27 years are being followed by 30 countries, and then IOV also involved in human source developments, especially in the application of IOV standards. This is achieved by offering it through a number of professional programs such as Certified Professional Accountant CIPA and Sharia Advisory Certified and Auditor CSAA. Other contribution of IOV also in research and development. IOV held two international conferences which are held annually. One is the Sharia Conference and other are technical conference held jointly with the World Bank. And then we are moving to Malaysian Accounting Standard Board, MASB. We will discuss their establishment, objective and impact on accounting practices. The establishment of Malaysian Accounting Standard Board. Malaysian Accounting Standard Board established under the 1997 Financial Reporting Act And MASB act as an independent institution that produce and provide accounting statistics and financial reports in Malaysia. MASB mission is to develop and improve the quality of accounting and financial reporting system that meet the highest international standards for the benefit of Malaysian consumers, coaches, financial analysts, and the general public. The objective of MASB, first objective of MASB is to develop high quality accounting standards for financial reporting that benefit users, preparers, auditors, and the public. MASB and FRF work together to improve accounting efficiency in Malaysia. Second objective is to participating in and contribute to the International Accounting Standard Board IASB standard setting implemented of the development of a single standard system that is internationally accepted as a financial reporting standard for national and international interests. And the third objective is to promoting the use and seek views of the role of financial information on work and the dissemination of information to user, authors, financial analysts, and the general public. Fourth objective is to promote and support research in the area of financial reporting, in particular for emerging and Islamic market. And the last objective is to monitor the application of the approved accounting standard that has been issued by MASB. The impact of MASB on accounting practices. There are four impacts. The first impact is MASB has developed 3 sets of approved accounting standards. The first one is for accounting rules approved by MASB for private companies called Malaysian Financial Reporting Standard MFRS. And the second one is MASB approved accounting standards for private entities known as Private Entities Reporting Standard PERSS. And then MASB introduced the third set of accounting standard, which is Malaysian Private Entities Reporting Standard MPERS. This MPERS replaced PERS, effective for annual reporting periods beginning on or after 1 January 2019. The second impact is the standard has been improved throughout the years after various meeting and forum with other national standard setter. MASB has attend 2018 AOSSG CAC conference with IFRS Foundation in Hong Kong. MASB also hold international workshop to providing insight into the first truly international IFRS standard, IFRS 17, and its implementation challenge. MASB hosts the 15th IASB EEG conference in Kuala Lumpur and hosts a regional workshop on IFRS 17 insurance policies with the IFRS Foundation. And the last one is MASB providing knowledge and information on their roles and function under the Financial Reporting Act 1997. So many foreign officials, including Cambodian authorities, the Institute of Religious Studies in Japan, and Japanese professors visit MASB to understand their daily activities.
Accounting practice. Ethics is important in practicing Islamic accounting in order to have a just and fair representation of economic transactions. Secondly, the desire for Allah's love and blessing in life and hereafter can also lead to the importance of ethics in Islamic accounting because they know that all of their deeds will be countable and nothing will be hidden from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Next, ethics is also important in Islamic accounting in order to avoid any transactions that contain forbidden activities such as gambling, riba, prostitution, and so on. In Islamic accounting, ethics is also important to ensure the delivery of right and honest information to the users. Last but not least, ethics can help to increase the stakeholders' confidence and trustworthy towards Islamic accounting, as they know that accounting in Islam must follow the rules that are included in Sharia law.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Arif Hakimi bin Umi. My trade number is 73735. Let's continue with review article AAOIFI on Ijarah financing. First, conventional bank treat money as same as two commodities on both deposit and financing sides of transaction. As each and every product of the conventional bank is based on the contract of loan, which demands the fixed interest payment to rent of any assets or property. Conventional bank also transfer the entire risk to the debtor to ensure loan repayment. This characteristic of interest-based conventional bank can lead to economic disaster and is responsible for the emergence of economic inequality and hence a futile economy. But Islamic bank treat money as a medium of exchange, as there is no contract or of Islamic bank uh, is based on a contract of loan, which result in economic activity flourishing and hence economic growth. Okay, next we go to Ijara. So first, Ijara means give something on rent. AAOIFI issued a standard of Ijara financing with the name of Ijara and Ijara Muntaha Bitamlik. Uh, there is scope of standard includes the Ijara Tul Ayan, which is Ijara for asset, whether it is a simple Ijara or Ijara Muntahi Bitamlik, and whether the institution is the lessor of the or the lessee. Okay, next is Ijaratul Akshas, which is hiring and service. The third is Sukuk al Ijara, and as they are covered in separate standards. Ijara and Ijara Mutahibul Tamlik can be divided into 8 scope. First is scope of standard. Second, promise to lease an asset. Requisition of the asset to be leased or is usufruct by the institution. Fourth, in concluding an ijara contract and form of ijara. Next is subject matter of ijara. Six, it guarantees and treatment of ijara receivables. Changes of the two ijara contract. And the last is transfer of ownership in lease property in ijara muntahiyah bitamlik. In order to make the practice of Malaysian Islamic Bank have compliance with AAOIFI Sharia standard on Ijara financing, which based on the review article, we would like to suggest it is recommended that the government of Malaysia, along with Bank Negara Malaysia, of course, establish Islamic trading house which are legally authorized to directly purchase goods from the supplier, identified by the customer, and store same goods in the warehouse. Second is it is recommended to frame and implement such policy which not only augment the proportion of current operation in Malaysia compared to conventional insurance companies, but also enhance the risk exposure limit of the Takaful practice so that Islamic Bank in Malaysia would not obtain insurance cover from conventional insurance companies. Next is to make harmony within the Sharia standard issued by AAOIFI and NM in general, and on the Sharia standard on Jara financing in particular. It also recommended not to charge takwif from the customer, as the purpose of charging takwif may also be achieved through garama. Uh, Last is the BNM is proposed to develop such policy that restrict Malaysian Islamic companies bank of interest execution of the sale and issue this back contract to avoid by INA as recommended by AAOIFI. So that's all from us. Thank you.